קודש, ערב שבת קודש, פרשת כי תישא, תשפ"ד. First of all, Chazak Baruch to Abraham Shomer and to Isaac Dweck that are taking care that the shiur will be broadcast to all our students. This week we will speak about Chet HaEgel and what we can learn from Chet HaEgel. Moshe Rabbeinu immediately after Matan Torah was on the 6th of Sivan. Moshe Rabbeinu went up to heaven at the 7th of Sivan. Before he went up, says the Midrash, he said to Am Yisrael, I'm coming back in 40 days. Moshe Rabbeinu meant 40 days means 40 times 24 hours. Am Yisrael understood it differently. And they thought that Moshe Rabbeinu, on the day that he went up, is already considered the first day. And Moshe Rabbeinu went up in the middle of the day up. So the Am Yisrael, they thought 40 days will be over, including this first day that he went up. And they made a mistake. In one day. At that time, on this day, the Samach Mem took advantage. And he showed them all kinds of things in heaven that they thought that Moshe Rabbeinu passed away. And therefore they went to Aaron to do for them the Egel. And to do for them something came out, the Egel came out, the Kef came out. And the Samach Mem pushed them quick to worship and to do all the bad things that happened. At that time, Moshe Rabbeinu is in heaven. Borei Olam says to Moshe, in Perek Lamed Bet, Pasuk Zayin, Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe, Lech red, ki shichet amcha asher העלית מארץ מצרים. סרו מהר מן הדרך, אשר ציוויתים, עשו להם עגל מסכה, בימי דקף, וישתחוו ויזבחו לו. ויאמרו לו, אלה אלוהיך ישראל אשר העלוך מארץ מצרים. This is what the Borei Olam is saying to Moshe Rabbeinu. Am Israel, they are off the derech, they made the kef, and they are making also sacrificing to him. Moshe Rabbeinu, when he heard it, he didn't do anything. He decided that he's taking with him the 2 tablets and he's going down. And then what happens? Pasuk says, Vayifen וירד משה מן ההר ושני לוחות העדות בידו, לוחות כתובים משני עבריהם, מזה ומזה הם כתובים. והלוחות מעשה אלוהים הימה, והמכתב מכתב אלוהים הימה. חרוט על הלוחות, a big description about what is the quality of the לוחות. While in the beginning, when Borei Olam said to Moshe, about the sin of the Egel, the pasuk before says that Moshe, there is a description of the Luchot in Perek Lamed Aleph, pasuk Yudchet, ויתן אל משה ככלותו לדבר איתו בהר סיני 2 לוחות העדות, לוחות אבן כתובים באצבע אלוקים. In the beginning, the description of the luchot is 2 tablets made of stone, written in the hand, with the finger, with the hand of Borei Olam. Only this. Later on, when Moshe Rabbeinu brought down the tablets, there is such a big description about the kedusha of
Something happened?
Does anyone hear him or my?
ומחולות. ויחרף משה, וישלך מידיו את הלוחות, וישבר אותם תחת ההר. Moshe Rabbeinu, Borei Olam already told him about the sin of the Egel. When Moshe Rabbeinu was in heaven, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't decide to leave the Luchot in heaven. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't decide to break the Luchot when he was in heaven. Moshe Rabbeinu took the Luchot, the Pasuk says, with one hand, and he came down. When he saw the Egel and he saw the dancing, Moshe Rabbeinu got mad. ויחרף משה, וישלך מידיו את הלוחות, וישבר אותם תחת ההר. And we have here a question. First question. Why Moshe Rabbeinu behaved like that? Why in the beginning when he heard about the calf, he didn't break them? Why he broke them when he came down? This question has three answers that was given by the son of the brother of Maran Bet Yosef. Maran Bet Yosef's brother, he passed away very early, and his son grew by Maran Bet Yosef. And he gave three answers. One answer is, even though Borei Olam said to Moshe that Am Yisrael made the calf, Moshe Rabbeinu believed, he had full faith in the nation. And he was sure that from the time that Borei Olam told him about the calf, till he will go down to them, Am Yisrael will change their way, and they will do teshuvah before he's coming down. Therefore, and they will be very sorry, and everything will be fine. This is one explanation why Moshe Rabbeinu didn't leave the Luchot in heaven and didn't break them in heaven. Another explanation says the son of the brother of Maran Bet Yosef. It is in the book Toldot Yitzchak. Another explanation says that there is a big difference between hearing and seeing. This was said also by the Al-Sheikh HaKadosh. When Moshe Rabbeinu saw it, he became mad. When he heard it, it was different. But when he saw it, it was different. And another explanation, he says, that Moshe Rabbeinu wanted that Am Yisrael will get a shock. He wanted to shock them. He wanted to bring the Luchot down, and they will see what kind of Luchot are they, that they were made by Borei Olam, written by Borei Olam. You can read them on both sides. A Nes is there. The Mem and the Samech were hanging, and they in the middle of the line in the Luchot, and he will break it in front of them. This is the answers of Maran Bet Yosef, brother's son. Why Moshe Rabbeinu didn't leave the Luchot in heaven? But still we have this question. What brought him to break the Luchot now? The key to understand it is one He that is missing in the Pasuk. Usually in Hebrew, the straight grammar, Hebrew grammar is, if you mention two items, you are using a He before the two items. For instance, השולחן והמנורה. The shulchan and the menorah. But you don't say in Hebrew, השולחן ומנורה. This is not a straight Hebrew grammar. And when we look in the Pasuk, we see something strange. What the Pasuk says, ויהי כאשר קרב אל המחנה, when Moshe Rabbeinu came close to the camp, וירא את העגל ומחולות, and the dancing. But it does, in English I'm saying the dancing. But in the Pasuk says, he saw the egel umecholot, without a hey. The Pasuk should have said ha'egel ve'hamecholot. Explains the Mefarshim that this, the hey, the mecholot, the dancing, caused Moshe Rabbeinu to break the Luchot. What is it? When Moshe Rabbeinu was in heaven, Borei Olam told him, Am Yisrael sinned. What Borei Olam is saying to him? Lech red ki shimchet amcha, asu lahem egel maseicha. Borei Olam is saying to Moshe that Am Yisrael just did the calf. Moshe Rabbeinu, Borei Olam didn't tell Moshe that they also are dancing around the calf. And this made Moshe mad, brought Moshe to become mad. Why? When the Pasuk Borei Olam said to Moshe, Am Yisrael made asu lahem egel, so when Moshe Rabbeinu came down, the Pasuk says, Vayaret ha-egel, he saw the egel. Which egel? The egel that Borei Olam told him about. But Borei Olam didn't tell him about the dancing. Therefore, the Pasuk omitted the hay in order to show that about the dancing, Borei Olam didn't tell him. This is something new that Moshe Rabbeinu just saw. And this brought Moshe to break the Luchot. Why? Because when Borei Olam, when a person in the previous days, when he used to sin, after this, he felt bad. And he was looking for a way to do teshuvah. But here, Moshe Rabbeinu saw something else. He saw Am Yisrael sinned. He is coming down with the Luchot. He had in mind at that time that when he will come with the Luchot, and everyone will see that he is alive, and he brought the Luchot, and the Samach Mem, he wanted to you are dancing. Moshe Rabbeinu gave up his head such a thing, if they are dancing, singing, impossible that they will do teshuvah, and therefore, what happened to Moshe Rabbeinu, he broke the two tablets. But we have to understand, who gave him the permission to break the tablets? Borei Olam wrote there, Anochi, all the 10 commandments are written there. So how Moshe could have done it? That's the Midrash. We have to understand what happened here. When we look on in the Psukim, we see something strange. When Moshe Rabbeinu brought the Luchot, the Pasuk says, Pasuk Tetvav, Vayifen, Vayered Moshe min ha'ar, Ushnei Luchot ha'edut beyado. The two tablets are in his hand. But when Moshe Rabbeinu broke the Luchot, and Pasuk Yutet, Vayaret ha'eged u'becholot, Vayicharaf Moshe, Vayashlech miyadav et haluchot. He threw the Luchot with his two hands, but he was holding the Luchot in one hand. Where is the second hand? According to the Midrash, we will be able to understand it. The Midrash says that when Moshe Rabbeinu brought with him the Luchot, he got close area of the cave that was full with impurity. All the letters that were written on the two tablets flew away. When Moshe Rabbeinu was holding the Luchot with the writing, with the words and with the letters, the Luchot carried themselves as it's been written by the Aaron. That the Aaron carried himself, and he even carried the people who were carrying the Aaron. When all the letters were on the tablets were not heavy. Rabbeinu even could have held them in one hand. But when he came down, the letters, when he got close to the area of the cave, the letters flew away. This moment, the two tablets became two stones, two heavy stones. And Moshe Rabbeinu, immediately he had to put his second hand to hold them. But he was afraid that they will fall on his legs. Therefore, he pushed his hands out. Vayashlech, he threw them a little bit far from him, far from his leg, and broke the Luchot. The lesson that we learn from here is, even a holy thing, the holiest, tablets that were written by Borei Olam, such a big Kedusha. When this Kedusha is coming close to a place of impurity, all what is written there is disappearing, flies out. Every boy came and he learned in the yeshiva, he learned in Eretz Israel. Everything that you are learning is being written on the heart of a person. But we have to remember, when we are getting close to a place of impurity, whole Torah that was written on the heart can fly away. And Baruch Hashem, the boys of the yeshiva, they are trying, even after they came back to America, they are trying to be connected to the holiest places, to the shul, to the Bet Midrash, to the Gemara, to Daf Yomi, to Shiurim. This, the purity, is strengthening what is written on the heart of the boys. All the Torah that is written on their heart and in their mind. And this is a big lesson that it's good to learn, to be connected wherever you are with the Torah. I know boys, and they plan to go back to America. The first thing that they did before they chose the university, first of all, they were looking, where is the closest place to university that I can have there a shiur, that I can learn. According to this, he planned the university, and also he planned the day, how his day will look like in the university. So I want to wish everyone the Birkat Shabbat Shalom, and in Mr. Hashem, we will meet next week, and we will start already, I hope, Bezrat Hashem, next week, to speak also about Purim. Chazak Baruch to everyone, and Shabbat Shalom. And thank you very much again, Abraham, for trying to help with all the problems that we had with the Zoom today. Shabbat Shalom.